The drought is over, and Rockstar just did the single most controversial thing they have done in this entire marketing campaign. After 458 agonizing days of silence, 458 days since the last trailer, Rockstar has finally announced our next look at Grand Theft Auto 6. But they did not just drop a trailer like everyone expected. They did something nobody saw coming, something that has instantly split the entire fanbase down the middle and set the internet on fire. Because the biggest reveal in gaming history, the next look at the most anticipated game of all time, is premiering first on Netflix. Not YouTube, not the Rockstar website, Netflix. And for 6 long hours, if you want to watch it the moment it drops, you will need a subscription to see it. Fans are calling it scummy. They are calling it peak arrogance. Some are threatening to boycott the game entirely, and yet hidden underneath all the rage, there is a detail almost everyone is missing. One that completely changes whether you should actually be angry about this at all. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what is happening on August 27th, why Rockstar made this bizarre and calculated choice, what this extended look almost certainly is, and the real reaction from fans that Rockstar absolutely did not want to go viral. Stick around, because the twist at the end of this story is the part nobody is talking about, and it changes everything. To understand why this landed like a bomb, you have to understand the sheer aching desperation this fan base has been living in, because it has driven people to genuinely unhinged behavior. It has been over a year, 458 days, since Trailer 2. In that time, fans have been reduced to analyzing pizza deliveries at Rockstar's headquarters for clues. One fan literally flew from the United States all the way to Edinburgh, Scotland, just to stand outside Rockstar's office in the dark and shout at employees leaving the building, demanding to know when the next trailer was coming. That is the state of this community, starving, obsessive, ready to explode at the smallest scrap of information. So when Rockstar finally broke the silence, the relief was supposed to be pure joy, and for about 10 seconds it was. And then people read the fine print. The reveal is coming to Netflix first, at 3 in the afternoon Eastern Time on August 27th, and it will not hit the official Rockstar YouTube channel and the Grand Theft Auto 6 website until 9 at night Eastern Time, a full 6 hours later. 6 hours, for the most hyped footage on the planet, and that 6-hour gap is where the entire internet lost its mind, because for that window, the only way in is behind a paywall. So let us talk about the backlash, because it was instant, it was massive, and it was brutal. The moment this announcement went live, thousands of near-identical furious comments flooded Rockstar's posts. And I want to read you some of the actual reactions, because they capture the rage perfectly. One fan wrote, and I'm quoting directly, "This is unbelievably scummy," arguing that premiering the look on Netflix first is nothing but a cynical push to sell subscriptions, and that any other studio on Earth would be torn apart for doing the exact same thing. Another called it peak Rockstar arrogance, putting a potential first-ever gameplay reveal behind a subscription, even a cheap and temporary one. It got darker. One person said, "Get used to it, GTA fans. It is a single-player game that has visibly paywalled content inside the game world, turning this into a doomsday prophecy about the game itself." Another warned, "Funny how trailers are going to show up on piracy sites now." And some went nuclear, writing, "Just boycott this game's launch. Do not buy GTA 6 on launch, send a message with your wallet." This is a fan base that waited over a decade, and a chunk of them are now threatening to torch the whole thing over a 6-hour head start behind a paywall. That is how raw the nerve is. But here's where the story gets interesting, because that rage is only half of it. Because not everyone is angry, and the fans firing back at the outrage might actually have the stronger argument. For every furious comment, another fan stepped in to call the meltdown ridiculous, and honestly, some of their points are hard to argue with. One reply cut straight through it, saying, "There are scummy things in this world. Someone not being able to watch an ad for 6 hours is not one of them." Think about that for a second, because it reframes the whole thing. This extended look, whatever it turns out to be, is at its core an advertisement for the game. It is marketing. And the argument goes, who genuinely cares if a commercial premieres somewhere 6 hours early, when you can watch the exact same thing in full, completely free on YouTube the very same day? Another fan put it bluntly, "You have got so little patience you cannot wait a single day to watch it for free." And when you strip away the emotion, they have a point. This is not paywalled forever. It is not locked away. It is free for everyone on August 27th, just 6 hours later than the Netflix crowd. So the real question underneath all the screaming is this genuinely a scummy money grab, or is it just a fan base so impatient after 458 days that 6 hours feels like an eternity? And to answer that, you have to understand why Rockstar did this in the first place. Because it is smarter than it looks. This was not random, And it was not lazy. This is exactly the kind of creative marketing Take-Two's CEO promised when he said the campaign for this game would be astonishing. And the Netflix partnership has real logic behind it. Netflix has already worked with Rockstar before, bringing Red Dead Redemption and the Grand Theft Auto trilogy to its service, putting those games in front of millions of people who do not even own a console or a gaming PC. Think about the scale of that. Netflix has hundreds of millions of subscribers worldwide, a huge number of whom are casual players or complete newcomers to gaming. By premiering here, Rockstar is not just feeding its rabid core fanbase, it is shoving Grand Theft Auto 6 directly in front of the biggest mainstream entertainment audience on the planet, people who might never have watched a game trailer on YouTube in their lives. Netflix even framed it as a landmark moment, with an executive calling the anticipation around this game unprecedented and saying they were honored to debut the next part of the story with their members first. This is Rockstar treating a video game reveal like a Hollywood movie premiere. It is a flex. It is a statement that Grand Theft Auto is no longer just gaming's biggest franchise, it is entertainment's biggest franchise, big enough to make Netflix itself a launch partner. Whether you love it or hate it, that is a genuinely massive power move. And now we arrive at the twist, the detail that almost everyone raging about this has completely missed, and it diffuses one of the biggest fears entirely. When this announcement dropped, content creators panicked, and for good reason. Netflix is famously ruthless about people recording or streaming its content. So the immediate fear was that if this footage premiered on Netflix, anyone who tried to react to it, clip it or break it down in those first 6 hours would get hammered with copyright strikes, killing the entire wave of community content that normally explodes the second a GTA trailer drops. But here's the part that changes everything. Netflix has now directly confirmed that creators are completely free to cover the extended look however they want. Reactions, breakdowns, analysis, clips, all of it fully allowed. That fear, the biggest practical worry, is dead, and there is more. Many fans and insiders strongly believe this extended look is not just another cinematic trailer at all. Given the timing, roughly 2.5 months before launch, this lines up almost perfectly with when Rockstar historically drops actual gameplay footage. Both Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 got their big gameplay reveals about 2 months before release, so this extended look may very well be our first proper uncut look at Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay. The thing fans have been dying to see for years, which suddenly makes that 6-hour Netflix window feel a lot smaller, doesn't it? So let us bring it all home, because when you step back, the picture is completely different from the outrage headlines. Yes, a portion of the fan base is furious, and their frustration after such a brutal wait is real and understandable. But the panic is built on a 6-hour delay for footage that will be free for the entire world on the exact same day. The copyright fear that had creators terrified has already been squashed by Netflix itself. And the choice that looks like greed on the surface is actually Rockstar planting the biggest game of all time in front of the single largest entertainment audience on Earth, treating a game reveal like a global movie premiere. And most importantly, this might not be a trailer at all. It might be the gameplay reveal, the Holy Grail. The moment this entire community has been begging for since the pizza delivery analyzing depths of this drought. So here's what I want you to do. Do not let the outrage machine decide how you feel before you have even seen it. Mark down August 27th. Whether you watch it at 3 on Netflix or 9 on YouTube, it is the same footage and it is going to be the biggest moment in gaming this year. The drought that drove people to fly across oceans just to shout at strangers is finally mercifully over. If you want to know exactly what to expect from this gameplay reveal and the specific features I think Rockstar is about to show off, watch the video on your screen right now, where I break down everything we know is coming, and subscribe, because the second that footage drops on August 27th, we are breaking down every frame of it. First, right here,